Okay.
Push close, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Charlotte, and today I will tell you a little bit more about my city, Antwerp. I will do this by showing 6 things where Antwerp is famous for. If you have questions, feel free to ask them after my presentation. First, I hope that you still remember a little bit of Laura's presentation yesterday, that you remember that Belgium is divided into several provinces. In the north part of Belgium, you find the province Antwerp, the brown part. If I zoom in, you see the map of the province, and you notice that this province is also divided into several cities and villages. If you look carefully, you see that there is also a city called Antwerp. So I want you to pay attention and to know that I'm talking about this city today and not about the province of Antwerp. I was born in a little village, Berenhout. This is where I grew up. It's half an hour driving from Antwerp. But when I went to university 3 years ago, my parents started to rent an apartment in the city because it's closer to university. First of all, I would like to tell you a story so you know where the name Antwerp comes from. There was a legend about a giant. In Antwerp we have a river, you have to know that at first. And there was a giant who controlled the river. Everybody who wanted to cross the river had to pay an amount. If they didn't do it, he chopped off your hand. So yeah, that was it. But then there was a brave soldier, and that soldier was able to murder the giant, and he chopped off his hand and threw it into the river. So if you translate hand throwing into my language, you get handwerpen, and that's where the name comes from. Handwerpen, Antwerpen, Antwerp in English. The hand is still a symbol in Antwerp. You will notice it if you walk through the city. Also because of the statue, it's in front of the town hall, and you can see the soldier throwing the hand into the river. And like Laura already showed us yesterday, Belgium is famous for its chocolates. So in my city you will also notice a lot of chocolate shops. But what's special about it is that you will find chocolates in the shape of a hand. It's a popular thing to buy for tourists to take home as a souvenir, but also the locals really like them a lot. But except from the chocolate, does anybody know where Belgium is famous for? It's a special kind of drink. It's alcohol. Beer, yes, of course. So, of course, in my city, we also have our own brewery. It's called the Koning. They made this beer, and it's always served in a bowl-shaped glass, like this. And that's why the locals started to call it a bolleke. A bolleke means a little bowl. So, on a menu, you will always find the Koning, but nobody asks for the Koning. Everybody will order a bolleke. And it became so popular that it even has its own event right now. So each year there is an event called Bollekes Party, like this, where you can drink the beer and taste other local specialties and enjoy performances of local artists. Besides of all the food and drink, my city is also very popular for its sport. It's the port of Antwerp. I already told you about the river. The river is called the Scheldt, and next to the river you can find the port. It's very accessible for large container ships, and it's also situated in the heart of Europe, so it became the second largest port of Europe. Another thing where my city is famous for is diamonds, is the center of diamond industry. Especially at the south of Central Station, you will find a lot of jewelry shops and diamond cutters. And more than 50% of the people who work in that business are Jews. So if you walk around in my city, you will notice a lot of Jews. They even have their own neighborhoods, own schools and shops. and they look kind of funny. And then the last thing, you will hopefully all know Tomorrowland. Who knows it? Who has already been there?
No, I won't.
Yeah, only Laura. But there are also a lot of international visitors each year. It's a festival of 3 days with a lot of different stages and a lot of different music styles. There come artists from all over the world and also visitors from all over the world. The idea behind Tomorrowland is that you enter like a fairy tale. It's a mystery what's gonna happen, and you're in those 3 days that you're there, you're in the land of the tomorrow, like in the future. And this year, because of all the success and the international success, they even organized 25 special flights, airplanes, to take their visitors to Tomorrowland. I will show you the video. I think that there wasn't a festival before we already did this, so I think it's quite unique.
That face in the middle looks like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, it's creepy because the eyes move all the time. First it's an advertisement. I will.
Good.
Shall I wait a little bit?
So
or-
turn the volume down and buffer it.
Mhm.
So wait for it to go in ahead. So you can just, can you go to the next slide?
No, actually this was the end.
Oh, okay,
So-
no problem, no problem. So whilst we're waiting for that, so let's just press escape and make that small so we can't see it, and we'll watch it in a minute when it has buffered. Take the sound off. That's it.
So yeah, this is the end. So if you have questions, you can ask them now.
Wonderful. Remy, thank you.